Hey everyone, Lo here. Today I'm going to be talking about how I started my transition and just the process that I went through. So, the first thing that I went through is getting health insurance. Not up until recently did I have health insurance, and I wasn't going to pay out of pocket for the everything that you needed. So I waited until I had health insurance. Um, when I actually got my health insurance, which was just in September, the first thing I did was see my primary care physician. And I took some blood tests because I had recently lost a lot of weight. I wanted to make sure that all my levels were back to normal. When I was bigger, I had high cholesterol, high blood pressure, I was pre-diabetic and whatnot, and I wanted to make sure those things went away before I started my transition. So I lost about 100 pounds or so, and my blood tests were back to normal. I then asked my physician if she could refer me to a breast reduction surgeon. And when I talked to the surgeon, the first thing she told me was that my BMI still was not in range. When I weighed in that day, I was about 272 pounds, and I had to be a minimum of 220 pounds for health reasons. The top surgery surgeon told me exactly the same reasons why they want you to be at that weight, which I will talk about a little bit more in detail in another video. So when I kind of stopped the breast reduction surgeon and I said I kind of want to, well, I do want to take off everything, she referred me to the multi-specialty clinic through Oakland Kaiser. And I called them and they hooked me up with a psychologist in their office within about 2 weeks. I wasn't exactly sure why I had to talk to a psychologist, but when I researched it, a lot of people said that you kind of have to go through this gatekeeping process, that you have a certain number of visits before you get T, or before you even start the process. But when I went to the Kaiser Clinic in Oakland, they are on a consent, just want to make sure I get it right, informed consent model. So you sign a document saying that you as a patient know what you're getting yourself into, and that whatever happens, that nothing is reversible really, and that you are informed of that, and then they proceed. So they kind of asked me what I was interested in doing. I said that my number one priority was top surgery because I'm very large in the top. I was very well endowed for a female. And that I also wanted to take T. And so they put me in contact with a hormone specialist that was also located in their office. And about 2 weeks later, I was able to talk to her. Also, the first thing that they talked to me about was my weight. And they said that she didn't want me to gain any weight on T in the first 6 months. That if I had gained weight, that we needed to talk about possibly not taking it or a better weight loss management program. Because your body on T forms differently and you gather fat in different areas, when you start T, you'll start to gather fat like in the belly region, and that can cause high cholesterol, that can cause heart problems, heart attacks, and so on and so forth. And it's just really, really, really bad to be big and on T. The health does not improve when you're on T. You really have to kind of work for that on your own. So it further motivated me to start to lose the weight, not only because of top surgery, but because of some of the health issues that I could have if I was bigger and taking tea. So after I talked to the hormone specialist that day, they sent me to learn how to inject myself with tea. And then within 15 minutes, it was ready to pick up at the pharmacy. At the pharmacy in Kaiser, with everything that I needed, it came out to be $20. Wasn't expensive at all. I did ask them how much top surgery would be because I had insurance, and depending on your plan, it is however much an outpatient surgery would be. For me, an outpatient surgery is $15, so my top surgery will be completely covered, and the only thing I pay is my copay of $15. So that is how I got to where I am through Oakland Kaiser. I highly recommend the program. I think that everything was really close in Kaiser. All the doctors just seem like they do this so often that it wasn't a big thing. It was really, really beneficial to me. So that is how I started. And my next couple videos will be about take testosterone and the things that it comes with, all of the materials that you get when you get your first testosterone vial. And I will also be doing a brief history of my weight loss thus far, so you guys kind of understand a little bit better about my journey and how I'm here right now, and why weight loss is just so important to me.